The magic of Vanquish products, LED lighting, and Rigid Industries brings you 5 inches of light. Alright guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork, and as you see there is the Vanquish 5-inch LED light bar, officially licensed from Rigid Industries. Now, I've shown just the unpackaging and kind of where I was going to mount it and all, and I got it all kind of wired up last night, did a bunch of soldering and messed with some JST plugs and all sorts of fun stuff. Got a lot of wiring to clean up, but I just couldn't wait to show you guys how it turned out. Now, this light bar fit the roll cage almost perfectly, and I'll show you guys what I had to do to get it to mount on there as nice as it looks right there. Now, literally, there was no modification really needed, and I'll show you guys here in just a little bit when I grab the camera and go in close on it. Now, the light bars, there is a 4-inch, a 5-inch, and a 6-inch. This is the 5-inch, however, it does measure about 5.5 inches, so please be aware if you do plan to get this, there's a little bit of extra width in there for the brackets and whatnot. So I think what they're doing is they're measuring from light to light, and there's that extra little 1/2 inch in there of playroom. So be wary of that when you're ordering this thing for your rig. Now, they are a little bit expensive. They're somewhere 54, 57, and like $60 for the 6-inch version. Now, they come in black and they also come in silver, all aluminum construction, and there is lots of little tiny screws, and I'll show you guys that here in just a little bit too. This particular model comes with what I call shark fins, and they're just those little angle brackets on the side. And all in all, I'm very pleased with it. It's very easy to hook up. You pretty much just need to give it battery power. It is capable of taking 3S LiPo, also 2S LiPo. It is compatible with. So keep that in mind when you're planning your rig. This light bar is amazing. It is super bright. I know right now I have all the kind of the studio lights on, so it doesn't seem as bright as it would be in the dark. But there's 15 LED lights just on this model. That's the 5-inch, and it's bright, man. Can't believe it. It's kind of that bluish LED light. So let me grab the camera. Let's go in close, and I'll show you some of the details of the light. I'm probably going to turn it off so you guys can see better, because it's going to get all real super bright when I get up close. So here we go. Alright guys, so I'm a little bit closer in here now, and it's kind of funny because I'm trying to let my eyes adjust because I have this 5-inch little strip of light kind of in my eyes, and I'm trying to get in here a little bit closer. So bear with me as I do this and keep everything focused for you guys. But there's a light, pretty much all aluminum construction, including those little side brackets right there. Looks like they're using all that silver hardware, and there's all those little tiny screws. Now, I ended up with about 8 extra of those, so if you do lose them, you do have some extras. Now, in my unpacking video, I did mention that the kind of clear strip right there, it's kind of like it's kind of rubbery, and it's almost like a silicone that was placed over all of those LEDs somewhat to keep it, I guess, somewhat water resistant. Now, they do claim that it is water resistant. You can't submerge it or do anything crazy or take it down to 90 depths of the sea or anything, but I believe it is going to be pretty much splash proof and whatnot, depending on how your rig is set up. Now, as far as how I mounted it, just using the standard brackets that it comes with, these little L brackets right here, I ended up just drilling a hole in the roll cage on either side, and if I can turn this thing around for you guys, and you'll see it kind of right in there. I ended up just using one of those screws that come with the Axial kit. Had an extra one laying around, and it's those little coarse thread ones. Drilled the hole smaller than the thread, of course, and screwed that right on in. So it's pretty much held on either side with that same screw. And you'll see the wiring kind of come in there and go around to the bottom of the window right there where it goes into the cab. So just use some wire ties on the side right there to keep everything all nice and tidy. And that's basically it. I ended up using JST plugs to plug everything in. Just soldered those things on. It's pretty easy. So I really dig all of the heat fins back here to keep it cool. Not that the LEDs would be too bright or cause too much heat. And all in all, went out pretty good. Now you will notice that there's a small little nut right in here, and I just had to use that as kind of like a spacer because I was off by maybe a little more than 1/16 of an inch. So once I mounted both brackets, bring the light in, just needed to have a little bit of a spacer on there. Now I do plan to make either an aluminum piece or maybe even a plexiglass piece to keep it kind of inconspicuous, but I want to keep a bracket on this side, bracket on the far side here, going just slightly above the light bar, so when you roll over you're not going to just tear the crap out of the light bar, because it does stick up right above the roof line to peek over. So all in all, that is the Vanquish light bar. I'm very happy with it. Seems to be working out pretty good, and that's it for now. Wanted to show you guys that. I was really happy when everything worked out the first time with getting everything wired up and mounted on. I was really happy with that, so wanted to pass that along. That's it for now, guys. If you have any questions, throw it down below. And as always, if you like the video, hit that subscribe button and the like button. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.